The culmination of Pride Week celebrations, Toronto's Pride Parade hit the downtown core today. But this week's major decision on same-sex marriage by the U.S. Supreme Court was still being felt throughout today's parade. Cindy Palm shows us how.
The influence of the landmark decision down south is clear.
I think it makes us really proud of the achievements we've had already.
But I think definitely we set the trend before that.
Not just the talk of the town, but also of late night.
So if you're a homosexual and living in North Dakota, all your problems are solved. Enjoy Dakota Pride Week.
Some who are not in support of gay marriage tweeted they're moving to Canada, a country where same-sex marriage has been legal for a decade.
It just makes us feel better about who we are. 10 years ago, we came to grips with the fact that it wasn't fair to let people not marry somebody they loved.
Mayor John Tory's attendance at Toronto's Pride is significant because former Mayor Rob Ford snubbed the event when he was in office. Federal politicians and the Premier also joined Tory at Sunday morning prayers.
This is about celebrating the inclusive diversity that makes Canada so great.
The American decision, I think, is going to work a lot around the world to try to remove some of the existing laws and prejudices that in many countries still make it illegal to be a homosexual.
It was a parade grand-marshaled by Elton John's husband, David Furnish, a Toronto native and filmmaker. This year's theme being Come Out and Play. Cindy Palm, Global News.
Oh, what a fun party. Now, you got a taste of the festivities in Cindy's story. And you can see the wet weather didn't stop hundreds from getting out and enjoying the sights and sounds of Toronto's annual Pride Parade. Here's another look at the festivities.
I've been going since 2002, and I feel like it's a great celebration to express your sexuality and celebrate the achievements that keep happening.
We're impressed with the full stretch of things that are down right at the end of the street. It's nice to see people still embracing it while it's rainy out.
Just to be here today on Pride, it's so cool. It's such a great thing to have organised here.
I think it's important for everyone to be able to be who they are and express themselves and not have to hide who they are.
We're 10 years ahead of the U.S. in terms of the rights for same-sex partners, but the U.S. has a lot still to do.
You know what? Any step towards progress is great. I mean, there's always going to be setbacks in the world, but any sort of movement or any sort of progress we can make, I mean, it's phenomenal.
And I think everyone's beautiful and everyone should be able to express themselves how they want to express themselves, and I'm just a little bit of a coconut today, so that's for me. Happy Pride.
I knew the rain would not stop that party. Okay, Ross is away this weekend. Filling in is Carla Basaki. Very apologetic every time I talk to you.
Well, clearly they were not suffering at all down at the parade. The guy with the coconut was pretty happy, I think, as was everybody else that was down there. It's always a great event here in Toronto. Of course, yeah, it rained all day today. In fact, Toronto picked up close to 50 millimeters of rain since the rain started earlier. Thankfully, it is finally ending. We are seeing some low-lying cloud, a little bit of drizzle in some areas, but for the most part, the major system, the bulk of it is now moved off east of Montreal and is continuing its path into the maritime provinces. Our temperatures are still cool, but will rebound up tomorrow quite nicely. 15 right now in Toronto, 14 in Muskoka, and Ottawa is sitting at 13. So lots of sunshine to start your day off tomorrow. We'll look for a high of 22. Winds coming in from the south at 15, which is really going to help boost our warmth. The unfortunate thing is we're going to see possibly some pop-up storm cells in the northern parts of Toronto late in the day, early evening, and then more rain on the way for Tuesday. I've got your full forecast coming up.